Sunshine State, a hotbed of passionate football fans. It is not hard to find where rivalry battle lines in the state are drawn on a day like today. These two are due to lock up once again, and we can't wait to get it started. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see, a playoff team from last year, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on last year's national champions, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Seminoles will kick it away first. Here he comes from midway in the... And he bumps it up inside the 20. Well, that could have been disastrous. Able to recover it and retain possession on the opening kickoff.
That's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
On the option. They'll try the run. In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play.
Brings up second down.
The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Let's go.
From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on third down. A strike downfield. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. This rivalry only dates back to the late 50s, but what it might lack in long-term history, it more than makes up for in disdain, guys.
And historically, this game really has meant a lot. You go back to the 90s, this was basically a de facto national championship game before the championship game. Remember, they played twice back in 1996, the year Danny Werfel won the Heisman Trophy. So this game always means a lot.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He's got him. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
It's caught. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I love quarterbacks that are decisive and then put the mustard on the passes. When you need to put the ball on a line in a hurry with some extra hot sauce, you have to do it. Good job by the quarterback understanding zone and hitting that cone.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Mr. Two-Bits would be proud. The Gators standing up and hollering for a first down.
Now, how does that cheer go?
Well, first you have to have the yellow shirt and the striped tie and go 2 bits, 4 bits, 6 bits, $1, all for the Gators. Stand up and holler. Fires to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab.
Yeah, the defense has to be careful with this slot receiver running these drag routes. You can't lose him. If he catches it on the other side and turns up the sideline, he can take it to the house.
The 11th play of this opening drive. They face a 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Here's the pressure. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown Seminoles. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Throws to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Man, as a quarterback, you got to be careful. He's lucky there. If you miss high throwing over the middle of the field, oftentimes that results in interception. So lucky that ball was incomplete.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He wants to change this route. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. The quick out. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Offense facing 4th down.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in easily enough for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a little off. Incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
Complete in the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Got it in the middle. It's Coffee. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting a tackle for loss.
They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Might be calling a hot route. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Slings it. Finds his man open. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A run for the quarterback. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is magic. When he decides to keep the football, he can make people look absolutely silly. He shows you on that play.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's Peters. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. To the air on first down. Under fire. He's going to run it. Looking for room at the 25. There he goes. Still on his feet. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Now you got to think they'll really go on the attack. Big play has them set up 1st and 10 from the 48. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance. Do you see how fast he got to the ball carrier to get that tackle for loss? Wow.
And the Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Sperry. That's reeled in. It's Peters. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He was in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Going to try to get it himself. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. The Noles are marching down the field. Leaves it with the back. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Catch in the middle, it's Peters. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. And the Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run the ball against the best run defense in the entire nation? This is as big a challenge as you're going to find offensively.
Looking to throw, it's Berry. Makes the grab on the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's why as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Trying to find the end zone. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a 1st and goal. That might seem like a risky call to go for it on 4th down there, but you can't just hand the defense a win in that spot, David.
No, and when you go back and you look at games, a lot of times those field goals get you beat. And this offense is like, forget that, we're going to be aggressive. And because they got it, it was a great call.
And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Noles! They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his man down the middle.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Catch inside the 30 and still running. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line. Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. Fires left. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver. The Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. The give to the back. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Gator!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Karapateas. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's open on the right. Still on his feet at the 45. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
That is a highly efficient way to move the chains, and now they are threatening inside the 40. Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Berry. Finds his man. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics in the play-action game. You saw a great example of that right there.
And they can't punch it in with a 1st down run, and the defense has one stop.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Motion from the wideout. They're going to run it. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and goal, you the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Just drives it between the uprights. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut them down. Here he comes with the return. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. The pressure on him, and the quarterback goes down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. Coming out with it, it's Karapateas. He's got great speed. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This offense is so deep, it's teetering on the edge of a safety. They'll run it from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on third down. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. The Seminoles will bring the punt team onto the field. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it.
And the gamble pays off, David. Not a lot of programs, not a lot of coaches would want to go for it down deep in their own end like that, but they turn around to hand it off, and hey, they get the first down.
Yeah, and I'm sure there's analytics that say go for it, and there's spreadsheets that say go for it. It's becoming the norm, but, man, there's obviously a lot of risk, a lot of reward. But it matter because you got the first down, a new set of downs. Now go take this thing down the field and score.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking for a big play. He's picked off and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Gives it on the option. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. 1st and 10 from their own 17. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I think if you're the coaching staff, you have to like what you've seen from this guy so far in the game. He's pumped out some really nice runs. Obviously, he's already scored a touchdown. Really nice run there as well. And for me, I would keep thinking about creative ways of getting this guy the ball as the game goes on here in the 2nd half.
They've got him looking to run. Now they're going to throw it. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got his man downfield. Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Florida. And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Dropping back, it's Perry. Gets it out fast. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. Slithers into space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. The Noles have had outstanding quarterbacks over the years, not always dual threats, sometimes a little more Danny Cannell-ish, but using his feet well there.
And even Chris Winkie, and guys that maybe they weren't runners, but man, they made those athletes.
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
The run from the shotgun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Gators will hustle to the line.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down.
And listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback may change this route. We've reached the break. It's Florida with the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. The give on the option. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
Makes the catch. It's Washington. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And listen, there's different degrees of open, but in college football, that's open. When your receiver has a step on the guy, man, those are the ones you feel like you should complete most of the time, and he just overthrew that one.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Bringing the heat. Powers through the defender. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You've got to find a way to get off the field on third down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
Makes the catch. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Grab near the marker. It's Washington. On the move at the 30. And he'll be run out of bounds, and these guys are piling up some serious yardage totals.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up, trying to confuse the QB. It's not working. That last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Quarterback making checks. They're looking to pass from the red zone. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Tight end now in motion. Goes to the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some missiles and got him on the ground.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Gators! Great job by the back on the option. And that might be a dagger. They push the lead out, and they are now setting their sights on their 12th straight win. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it is now a final in Conference USA and a game I think a lot of folks will want to hear about. Jacksonville State overcame a sloppy start and just put the finishing touches on a notable road win. And to pick yourself up and dust yourself off away from home, these Gamecocks gotta be thrilled. A busy day in CUSA and an outcome that figures to shuffle the deck there as we send it back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. To the air, it's Sperry. Fires to the tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell in.
The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp on 3rd down. Gets open down the middle. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete to the right. And he's still running after the move. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. The Seminoles will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to throw again. Throws to the wideout. On target over the middle. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that is the exact opposite what this defense wants. When you have the lead, you can't give up an explosive play or back-to-back explosive plays. Play the coverage where you've got multiple eyes on the quarterback, dropping back, not giving up the big play.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And the sack comes from the middle linebacker, who is the quarterback of the defense. Not only does he get everybody lined up, make all the calls, play the run, he can also rush the passer and sack quarterbacks. What a job.
Rushes on him. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And sometimes the coverage is just great. And as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
After being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation and put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offense trying to go pitch and trying to get to the outside, but how about the speed on defense? Scraping down the line of scrimmage, rallying to the football and creating a negative play.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll run play action. Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Had to throw it before he wanted. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Lets it fly. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Takes it the other way. He's at the touchdown, Florida State. The defense putting points on the board.
Oh, they could not have come up with a bigger play at a more opportune time. The defense getting the interception and taking it back to the house right at a point in the game when it looked like the offense was maybe going to pad their lead and seal this one. All of a sudden, this game has gotten really interesting.
Looking downfield, it's Sperry. Here's a heat. Moves away as he feels pressure. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3.
That was big time. To get this to a 3-point game, a field goal game, where I don't have to take it all the way to the end zone with time running down. Defense has got to get me a stop, get me the football back. I got life, baby.
And a few anxious moments when the hands team is able to fall on it. First play of the drive comes from the 41. The give and tick, 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 tick.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Not sure why they want to throw again. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And as the ball goes to the turf, the clock has hit 0. It can get a little heated, and it did in this Sunshine State showdown, but it couldn't stop the boys from old Florida from stealing the headlines in this one. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.